What is happening here in the EU? There appears to be a bit of a movement going on. Now, it started in Spain. Over tourism, people kicking off. All seems to have all been triggered by one individual called Danny Drunko. Well, hell of a name, isn't it? Yeah. But now it's spreading. I just read one thing after another at the moment, and also, people I speak to online, there's growing animosity towards tourism. Some people say they want a better class of tourist. They want opera singers and what have you. But no, they're getting us Brits instead. And they're not happy, you see, they're starting to kick off. Now some people argue, well, these countries need the money, because the tourism is their biggest industry. Well, maybe. Or is it oranges? I don't know. But into Spain, you see, no, it's happening further afield as well now. I just can't believe half this stuff I'm reading. It's just getting more and more far-fetched. The measures that the government are having to go to try to appease the locals, to try to be more obliging to the tourists, so the tourists spend more money, you see. The governments want the money, but the tourists are causing a bit of an issue as well. And besides, money from tourism don't necessarily stay locally. No, it gets shipped out because the people buying the properties, like I said in the previous video, quite often are foreigners. It's happened here in France, what have you, as well. We've got a variety of people from all over the world who've bought up properties here, including myself. I don't even know I'm British, you see. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I can't do a lot about that. That's the way I was born. But you see, like for instance here, all right, we can't put a fence around Amsterdam. Yes, also in Amsterdam, the Dutch capital bans new hotels to curb mass tourism. It's not just Spain, is it? No. It's starting to kick off here in France as well. But you see, it's generally where the tourist hotspots are, where the biggest problems. Now, the locals, like I said, they say that they want a better class of tourists, not us lagerlouts, no. Maybe we ought to be a little bit more respectful. Maybe we don't want to use language that, belittles the Spanish, for instance, to say, well, you wouldn't survive without us. You need our money. All that does is put fuel on the fire. It aggravates the locals. It makes them think to themselves, well, you think you're better than us. Well, to be fair, many Brits do, unfortunately. Do you see my missus? She's working over there, see that? That's what I should be doing. But no, I'm making the video. So yes, even in the Netherlands, they want to curb mass tourism. And there has been stuff done by the Dutch government, posters put up, what have you, tried to discourage British tourists, what have you. But I don't think it's the same at the Brits. It's just that the Brits are the big, highest level of tourists. They're more Brits than any other nationality. Okay, you get off through Americans and what have you as well, but there's a lot of us, and we're just on their doorstep. Okay, we made it very difficult for ourselves, haven't we? With the new biometrics that might be coming in this year, which is going to be an absolute flippin' nightmare. Facilities are having to be built, changes to the kiosks and what have you are having to be done, such as for the Eurostars. They're on top of that one, apart from their app. The app isn't ready, so that's going to cause massive problems when these biometrics come in. I say phytosanitary because, quite frankly, I think some of these people need phytosanitary certificates. It's the state of some of them. Oh, they're all sweaty where they shouldn't be. They're called gamins, I think. Anyway, you see. Sorry. So yeah, the Amsterdam is banning the construction of new hotels, buildings, in the latest move to curb over-tourism. Oh, by the way, there's some issues regarding flip-flops as well. We'll get into that in a moment. Yeah, and we want to make and keep the city livable for the residents and visitors. People come on holiday. Not be funny, but when you have over tourism, it kills tourism. It leaves a bad experience for the tourists as well as the locals. You can pretty much, you just suck life out of it all, don't you? You know, if there's too many of us, it becomes unbearable for everybody, including the tourists. It's just how it is. So this means no over tourism, no new hotels, and no more 20 million hotel overnight stays by tourists per year. So they're literally trying to, try to put pay to it, aren't they, in the Netherlands? But it's not just in the Netherlands. Okay, well, obviously what's going on in Spain, Tenerife, for instance. People in Tenerife are not happy. No, crikey, it's just getting. This is crazy. Yeah, there's a go-home anti-tourism movement that's gaining momentum in Spain. There was tens of thousands of people in the protests just last week. Anti-tourism movements are multiplying in Spain, the world's second most visited country, prompting authorities to try and reconcile the interests of locals and obviously this rather lucrative sector for Spain. So the governments don't care, do they? They're not the ones having to live it, are they? You know, it's just... I wouldn't want it. No. I can't imagine what it must be like. When over the summer months, especially over the summer months, obviously, it's like you getting overrun with people. You know, whether they're good people, bad people, whatever they are, they're still people. There's still too much to deal with. I just think it's way too much. And I get it. I understand. For someone who's a bit of, how to put it, I'm a little bit insular myself. I kind of like my own space, and you know, why would I want to go anywhere anyway? Quite frankly, I'm quite fortunate to live in this beautiful place. And I've got a Wally dog just there. See him? Yeah, there he is. And Pandora and Sebastian are just lying down there. They just like to be near you. When I think about it, it's a bit like a permanent holiday in some ways. You know, I came with this realisation last year. I struggled a bit in the old head and what have you. And it's just a beautiful place to live. So I'm one of the fortunate ones, really. And what have I got ready to complain about? Really. You know, apart from the missus. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's over that way now. She's reading. So so rallying under the slogan, okay, the Canaries, is the Canary Islands that is, have a limit. A collective of groups on the archipelago of northwest Africa are planning a slew of protests on Saturday, and the Canaries are known for volcanic landscapes and year-round sunshine, and attract millions of visitors. It does, from all over the world. It does, you know. Groups there want authorities to halt work on 2 new hotels in Tenerife. On Tenerife, and the largest and the most developed of the archipelago's 7 islands. It's become untenable, unbearable for them. It isn't just whether or not you got respect, what have you. It's like I say, it's just the volume of people. And also, can the facilities cope with it? The locals obviously can't. They've had enough. They've had enough. But and in Barcelona as well, you see. I've been to Barcelona. We've got any mug there, you see. Sort of a mugging. We need to eliminate. Oh, come back again. We need to eliminate references to it online. Barcelona bus routes have been taken off maps to deter tourists. That's extreme, isn't it? No? Also, they're going to eliminate the bus routes on the maps. As if that's going to make any blinding bit of difference. They just use the flipping Google, don't they? What the hell? So the number 116 stops at Antoni Gaudi's Park. Well, Barcelona's second most popular attraction after Sagrada Familia Church. Overrated, if you ask me. For years, residents of Barcelona's La Salut neighbourhood have had to share their bus route with crowds of tourists. Yeah, they've had enough. All you tourists bringing in your coronavirus. Believe me, making us all ill and sick. We're sick and tired of flipping gammons. Okay, it's not everybody, obviously, but it doesn't stop there. No. Remember, a few months ago, it was last year. This was I was reporting on. Oh, crikey. You can't wear your bikinis down the promenade anymore. No, I don't know if that applies to your mankinis. No, but bikinis, get fines. Yeah, Balearic Islands, it's you get fined for wearing your bikini. You walk down the promenade. You got to cover yourself up. You see, okay, whatever. Well, anyway, that's one thing. That's €600 fine for that. And then if you do poop in the sea, you will get a €600, not pound, euro fine for that too. Who hasn't pooped in the sea? Actually, who has? Come to that. Blimey. So there's all these things going on. There's more and more restrictions, more and more fines available for the tourists. But it doesn't stop there. No. So we've got the bus routes. We've got protests everywhere. We've got fines for pooping in the sea. And what else is there? Okay. We've got flip-flops. Yeah, kid you not. Flip-flops. Yeah. Okay. They don't want you driving in flip-flops. Right, there we go. So tensions escalate as Tenerife was told to get rid of Brits wearing this popular item on the beach. Flip-flops. What the fuck is going on? You can't even wear flip-flops or your mankini on the promenade. Or even on the beach. Well, I think mankinis are okay on the beach. But anyway, so tensions are rising in Spain with tourists sporting flip-flops. Yeah, flip-flops. They're coming under fire, they are, yeah. This thing is, if you want to stand out as a tourist, you either wear an England underwear or you wear your flip-flops. And you look British then, you see, with your flip-flops. So the opera star, Aoa Arter, oh God, I can't pronounce that name, has spoken out following protests by locals against a UK holidaymakers. In this article, they specifically say UK holidaymakers. I don't know if it is actually specifically aimed at Brits. I think it's tourism in general. I think it's just that there's more of us visiting those islands and Spain in general. Who wouldn't want to escape? Oh, Blighty, eh? But I try not to ever go back there if I can help. But the thing is, I've got grandchildren there. So I kind of have to. I've been told. Can't I just FaceTime? Well, it comes following complaints from locals about the current class of visitor. Yes, us Brits, we are common as muck, we are. Yeah, the Bath-born 59-year-old was asked whether opera in their homeland is in a healthy state. She told the Majorcan daily Diario de la Mallorca, not at all. There's no opera anymore. Spain is a chaotic country, and it's not a country that helps its singers and musicians. And nor is Little Britain. Flippin' hell, the EU has just suggested, well, maybe we can look at some freedom movement for the youngsters and artists and what have you across the EU. And Richie Sunak comes out and says, no, we might be interested in negotiating some kind of free movement with individual countries. But not with the EU. Oh, the pesky EU. Oh, crikey. The man's a child. That's what he is. He's tiny enough, isn't he? Crikey. I think he's premature. More ways than one. Anyway, it says it's a shame because we have truly talented singers in Spain. And if this country exploited its cultural, historical patrimony, accompanied it with all our theatres and auditoriums, with ambitious programmes, we would attract cultural and not flip-flop tourism. Is that a term? Is that actually a term? Flip-flop tourism. Is that a real thing? Maybe. Miss Tita, I can't pronounce her name, I do apologise. Anyway, this opera singer the Ministry of Tourism and Culture should act together, and we should be conscious that there's culture all around the country, not just in the two cities. In the past, the Brits visiting the Canary Islands have faced backlash from locals for indulging in cheap booze and low-quality grub, usually from a British bar. Yeah. Oh, crikey, let's not go there. Specific references to flip-flops related to Article 17 of Spain's generic traffic regulations, which state that drivers must be in a position to control their vehicles at all times. Apparently. According to this. The Guardia Civil clarified. It is not specifically forbidden to drive with flip-flops, okay? But you can be penalised for not being able to maintain freedom of movement for your feet. Operate the pedals. That's what it says there. What else? This is sorry, man. It's going to escalate, isn't it? This is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. The animosity is well, it's growing. A lot of this is since Brexit. I think they see, just like the laughing man, that laughing Italian. Was he Italian or was he Spanish? I can't remember now. He's died now, isn't he? But he's hilarious. His criticism regarding Brexit is just kind of, I think, absolutely ridiculous. And many people, they see it as a poke in the eye. Locally here, no one really gives a damn. Yeah, very rarely do they even mention Brexit in any passing conversation. They do regarding what's going on with the UK government. They think, well, what the hell is all this about? Anyway, I think I better go and help the missus. That I do. We're going live tonight, that we are. 8:30 p.m. Okay, Sunday night that is. It's Sunday, that, yeah. Yeah. Just check my watch. I lose track of time these days, I'll tell you. You know, I blame my fibromyalgia. Because it's kind gives you brain fog, that's what it is. So anyway, we're going live tonight, but if you want to boot the old like button and subscribe to the channel, maybe the little bell icon, please do it, leave it, it's just, you'll get all of us filling in your pocket every time I upload another video, but please comment down below. I would really like to know if you drive in flip-flops. God's sake. Oh, it's almost like they're really just trying to find anything now. Flip-flops, bus routes. Crikey, don't build that hotel. No, you can't have that Airbnb licence. Blimey. Anyway, toodaloo. Have a lovely day. Hopefully we'll see you tonight.